Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt Catrier again with Angelo Live. Today we're in studio with another special guest. We got a really cool guest today, guys. This is a friend of mine. This is Babyface.
Yes,
He is
sir.
a
Yes, sir.
local San Angelo artist. Grew up in San Angelo. He's been around San Angelo. I've worked with him. And we just think it's really cool to have him on our show. We're going to talk a little bit about kind of what he's doing and what he's pursuing, and maybe draw some inspiration from him as an artist. So let's just jump right into it. So first of all, just talk about a little bit about growing up in San Angelo and what that was like, and kind of have you always wanted to get into this kind of that route?
It's pretty tough, man. San Angelo is kind of crazy. If being raised here, you kind of got to know how to know the ropes, the
That's
basics to
true.
everything. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, man, I just came from the bottom, bro. Like, trying to take care of my family. Got a couple kids. Just got a lot of motivation, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just decided to take it to the next level. The rapping came later after basketball. I had a lot of trials and tribulations that kind of led me to, different situations, kind of trying to stay out of trouble, man. So I had to start making
Yes.
some music, man, and release therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that's just what I love, man.
Cool.
For sure.
Yeah, awesome. So, yeah, as a local artist, obviously there's not a ton of opportunities here. There's not, obviously we don't have record labels on every corner, and we it's pretty hard in West Texas, especially, to pursue hip hop, a career in hip hop as an artist. So, what you did was, he did something very courageous that a lot of people don't do. They might say they're going to do it, but to actually take the step and to move out of your hometown across the U.S. to Atlanta, Georgia,
Yeah.
where the hub, of all the recording labels and the big time. And so, talk a little bit about that, like why you moved out there and how that's going and everything.
Man, well, I just got tired of being stagnant, man. It's like I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you got to make the step, man. So, I worked at Henry's for the past 10, 11 years, man. I love those people to death.
Yeah.
But it was just time for me to go, man. So, I talked to Rosie and told her I was going to hit the road, man. That's what I did the very next day.
You did?
I left my apartment with everything in it.
What all
Buddies,
did you have?
buddies is honestly still probably mad at me about that. I left everything in it. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, seriously, I left
What all
everything in it.
did you take with you?
Nothing, just my
You
clothes.
didn't have like
man.
furniture or anything, huh?
I left
Where'd
everything.
you stay?
I got first. I stepped in the car, man. You gotta do
Yeah.
what you gotta do at the beginning.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I got me a good job, and now I'm making over $1,000 a week at my job, man. So using that to fuel the music and pump everything, man. I had to do it though. A lot
Yeah.
of people are depending on me, man. So
Yeah.
it is what it is, man, for sure.
Cool. So being out there and doing this, and having to work a job as well, and tell us a little bit about your process. Like, is it where do you draw your inspiration from, first of all, and then what's your process of coming up with a song? Do you write lyrics first, or are you more about developing a beat and kind of getting a feel from it?
It's kind of crazy, man. I use the situations that I go through to make music. So sometimes it's
okay.
kind of hard for me. If I'm not going through something, it's kind of, I just have to take a break for a second. Because I
Yeah.
use only real situations. So everything I talk about in my music is completely true.
Nice.
So like the trip, the first thing initially what got me motivated when I got there was just the trip in
Yeah.
itself. You know what I'm saying? I use that and talk about the highway, talk about the things that I'm leaving behind and the things that I'm going to get.
Yeah.
And who I'm getting it for, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's just easy though. I just got to use real situations. I don't like to lie about,
Okay.
fabricate anything.
Yeah.
It's just all from within inside of me. So
That's cool. That's fascinating.
Yes, sir.
So, would you say your own personal brand as an artist? Are you do you speak more about, like with your lyrics? Are you more about like you said, experience and stuff like that? But are you do you tell like a story with your songs, or is
yeah.
it more like you find a good hook and the lyrics are not super important, maybe, or are they? Like, are you like very lyrically driven? Would you say?
Well, the lyrics, I feel like the lyrics have always been the most important thing to me. But in this day and age, man, it's kind of about the beat and to catch
Initially,
catch
at
something.
least, right?
Yeah, just so I'm gonna do that for a while, just to
Okay.
catch more people and more attention. Then
Yeah.
I'll get in more in depth of what I'm actually saying. You see what I'm
That
saying?
makes sense.
Yes, sir.
You know what that reminds me of, and a lot of artists have done this, but when Eminem first came on the scene,
Yeah.
he was Eminem, and he released, of course, what was the first one he released?
Is it It's not Slim Shady.
Yeah,
Is it?
so maybe anyway, but it was super over the top, and it was this character that he had built, right?
Yeah,
And then
that's
it
exactly.
hooked people. It was
Yeah.
catchy, and then he got into the real stuff, the
Yeah.
deep dark stuff. So that's
You
an
got to put
interesting
yourself in other
strategy.
people's shoes, man. That's the thing. It's kind of hard. See, if you haven't gone through what I've gone through, that's what I realized. It's kind of hard to relate to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to tap into other bags to where other people can relate to what I'm talking about, or at least put my life in a different perspective. You
For
see what I'm
sure.
saying? Yeah, man. But it's not complicated at all. You just got to really be driven to do it, man.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of people in the city that are talented, man. It's just taking that step is the hardest part.
for sure.
And once you do that
Yeah.
shit, everything else is easy, man. Everything else is
Nice.
easy.
Yeah. Dang, that's interesting. So, for you, I mean, right now, you're in that time period where things are tough, man. It's a struggle. You're having to work a job and you're pursuing this full time as well.
Yeah.
And so, what is the strategy like when you're out there? Are you planning to like create a bunch of really good songs and put something together, put an album together, a demo, and then go around, shop it around, and try to sell it to producers at
Well, I'm in touch.
production houses?
I'm in touch with a few labels out there, man.
Okay.
Like I said, a few of them just come to eat where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's just there's so many opportunities there. So the plan is kind of to just get the best product I can have,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna start putting it somewhere. You know what I mean? I don't want to
Gotcha.
have pull
Yeah.
anything. I have to make sure everything's perfect, and then start smashing on the gas and passing it. See
Okay.
who's gonna do what. See where I stand at. Because
Yeah.
initially I don't want a contract. I want to take it all the way independent. I'm just looking for a
Oh,
distributor.
cool. Okay. See,
Somebody that
that's
can
cool.
actually stand behind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I can supply that for the rest of the people. I'll come back to San Angelo and I can start pulling people back into it with me. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a plan right there. I
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
Build the foundation, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for everybody to eat
All
off
right,
of.
dude. I can tell you've thought about this pretty.
Oh,
pretty
yeah, man.
deeply.
This is
Yeah.
like a 4 or 5 year plan we're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I planned it.
Executing it, man.
Yeah.
What's interesting is meeting you and just knowing you as another server at a restaurant. And now, like in hindsight, I can look back and meeting you and knowing you now and see that you've been executing this plan.
Yeah,
slowly.
man.
That's kind of
And
cool.
it's good to see where you've came to, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy for how where we met
That's
each other.
true.
To meet here again is
That is weird.
is great, man. It's
That
God-
is
God's
great.
good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's
true.
good shit. Man. Yeah.
On that note, I know you wanted to give a shout out. Talk a little bit about your friend who helps you produce your videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how he's helped you. Yeah.
Well, his name's Alfredo Tobar. He runs a company called Black Sheep, BLK
Okay.
Sheep TV
Nice.
at YouTube, and we've been pushing it for a long time, man. I mean, we have at least like 36, 38 videos on YouTube,
Whoa.
and they're all
Okay.
filmed and shot by him. So, yeah, man,
Nice.
him, and then also Boogie Crooked Finger Production.
Yes.
He's man behind the sound, making the beats and stuff for me.
Shout
too.
out to Boogie,
And that's really
yeah.
important. Yeah, shout out to Boogie too.
Yeah.
That's really important, man. He's kind of like put that drive and fire behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of the reason I even
Dude,
took off for it. Yeah.
I just want to talk about him for a second.
Yeah,
dude.
for
What's
sure.
cool about Boogie, dude, is like he's been in the game. He's been producing beats and music for years. I
Yeah.
mean, since we got out
Yeah,
of high
man.
school, dude,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
18 years ago. And he's helped a lot of people along the way, and he's evolved himself as an artist along the way. And I've always said it's a matter of time. Somebody's gonna blow up and take him with
Yeah,
them. You know what I mean?
and that's me, man. I'm trying my best,
I know,
man.
dude. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to
And-
keep it family, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who else would you say like out of San Angelo was like really talented and actually made like a run for it and did something like? What about? You remember? What was his name? Hastings. Do you remember Hastings?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, man, he just came back home, man.
He did.
Yeah, he just came back home maybe about a month ago.
I know
was
he
talking
was
to him this
talented,
morning.
bro.
Oh, he still got it. He's
Yeah?
about to drop another CD, man. He just posted it actually
What?
today. Yeah, so
Cool.
yeah, there's a couple people, man. Kid Poppy,
Yeah.
Stony, man. There's a lot of talent out here, man.
Yeah.
There's so many I could go on all day for sure, but
Yeah.
everybody's important in their own way. Everybody has their own route of doing
For
things.
sure,
man.
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
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 Man. So. Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say to the audience, of course, we'd like for you to tell everybody how they can listen to your music and where to contact, get your information and all that.
I mean, everything's on all platforms. First to start with that, and I just want to say, dude, there's a lot of local artists trying to make a name for themselves, and give these guys a chance. It's really tough, and then you can really take away somebody's motivation very fast by just not supporting it. It doesn't cost anything
Yeah.
to share music.
That's right.
Just support. That's all we ask for.
Yeah. Cool.
definitely.
So if they're searching for one of your songs, is it like on iTunes or something like that?
Yeah.
What do they search for? Just your name?
Yeah,
Your name?
just,
Okay.
yeah, just the name.
Baby
Yeah, and I'll send like
Okay.
a link for you too, so
Yes.
just in case.
And
what
I
I'm saying.
wanted to mention real quick.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a surprise for our owner, but so Babyface has made us our own personal San Angelo live
Oh
rap
yeah.
song.
Oh
Dude,
yeah, man.
it's
It's
gonna be
crazy.
so wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
I actually
get
wanted to have
tomorrow,
it today.
bro.
I wanted to have it done today, man, but I'm gonna have it done for you tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Me and Boogie gonna work on it tonight, so we'll
Awesome.
get it knocked out.
Also, guys, stay tuned at our website and on Facebook to see the article that will come with this interview. Man, thank you for coming in, dude.
Thank you, man.
I really
I appreciate you.
Dude, yes, dude.
Oh, you
Nothing
know
but
what?
love, and I got you all the way up.
Thank
man.
you, and I
gotta take
appreciate
me
you
to the
guys
top with
too.
you.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing. I
Yeah.
forgot this. Shout out to my boy Adrian, man. He just started his own company for film, Top Shot Photos. We're gonna start a podcast.
Nice.
And I had to make sure I got that out there for him because that's my
Awesome.
boy. I wanted to make sure I got that out there. Thanks
All
a lot
right,
to you
cool.
guys, and I appreciate everything.
Dude,
again,
thank
man.
you, bro.
My boy,
Appreciate it, man.
Yes,
Heck
sir.
yeah. All right, guys, back to you. Dude, yeah.